Hello, good manners. Today we are going to discuss about the cloud server. Okay, so what is the cloud server? The cloud server is primarily used to store web application and database and also virtual server. Okay, so what does it mean when we say cloud server? Is it mean that the server is the data of the server is uh, can be accessed through the cloud. When you say cloud, it is mean to say that it is accessible through internet. It means that whenever the server reside, it can be accessible anywhere in the world. Okay, so of course with certain permission that you may able to access the server. Okay, so in this session, we will not talk about the how the servers being established or maintains, how the servers being maintained, but we'll talk about the server being used as a website, web application storage. Okay, so later on in the next topic, we also have the what's so called web hosting. So the web hosting is only part of this web uh, cloud server. Okay, so basically when you say the cloud is only the term that we use when we are using the internet, or the cloud is always used when uh, the the data or anything that is accessible through internet connections. Okay, so that was the cloud representing for. Okay, here we I pull out the Cisco packet tracers just because we will have a little bit of the demonstration here. So server, okay, let's take a look at this example. So so the cloud servers it contains a lot of server. Okay, so the servers has the each server has different purpose. So let's look at this. For example, this tree server has a specific purpose. Let's say, for example, this server 0 is specifically designed for web application storage. Okay, and then the second one, the in the middle, let's say that this one is specifically designed for database storage. Okay, and the second one is specifically designed for virtual server. Okay, now in in terms of web applications, where will you gonna put your web application files when you are going to use the cloud server? So of course it should be in the first server, the web application server. So the web application server, it has a lot of application that establishes such as IIS, Internet Manager, and the also called the panel that you will be using when for the web hosting. That is what they also called the web hosting panel. Okay, and we might also having as different server for what we call the email server. Okay, so when you have the website ready and deploy into cloud server, email server is also maybe reside in different server, and it can only access by using your web panel. Now that's only the basic about the cloud server, so we will not dig deeper into that, just because when we say a cloud server has a lot more complex component, but at this point, I think I have to discuss what is the basic component of the cloud server. Okay, so let's remove all of this for a while and leave that. Now, let's say for example, we have this server. It is connected to the cloud, which is the internet. So, and you have uh, your client machine. Okay, you have your laptop, your PC. Okay, your PC. You are so now we have the server and it is connected to the cloud. You're supposed to connect here to the cloud. And when you are, let's talk about when you are deploying on your website to the server, you must be connecting to the internet. Okay, so that's why it is called cloud server. Okay, just because it is being accessed or can only be accessed with the use of internet, and it is reside anywhere in the world. Now the question is, can we have a website accessible in the internet without having to use the cloud server? Oh, well, yes. Basically, you can have your own server for your website. If you are going to establish your own server for your own website, it can also mean it is in the cloud, just because it will be also accessible or on the internet. Put it the same way that you have a server on in your home and it is connected to the internet and you can access it anywhere. You can deploy your website anytime, anywhere in the world. So it is up and running without any problem. So that means it is a cloud server. The big cloud server that is maintained by the group of expert is actually is more complex than that. The server should be running. There's a lot of it will enable the server to be running at 24/7. Okay, guys, let's take a look at this, the basic setup of the server. So the server, it should contain a server computer, data storage. Okay, a lot of data storage. The first device that we have, the data server. Okay, so now we are going to add more device that is the basic component of a data server or a cloud server. Now what we have here is a router. Okay, we have the router, and we also need a switch to function the data server, and of course we have a client computer. Okay, let's say like, okay, one, cancel this one, uh, one, that one. Also have to connect this one. Okay, now basically the basic components of data server. First, it requires of course internet connections. Basically, the basic setup of a server is something like this, guys. Okay, so or the data center. Okay, so we know already that the cloud server is the server that can be accessed through the internet. Okay, the server that can be accessed anywhere in the world through the internet. Okay, so the servers can be anything. The server serve a lot different type of purpose. Okay, the primary purpose was to store a data. Okay, server that is specifically used for web application. Server is specifically used for data or database. Server that is specifically used for uh, virtual machine. Okay, now let's take a look at this example. So right now we have a basic component of a data server. I mean the data center. Okay, basically the data center is the cloud server itself. Okay, the data server is the cloud server itself, the server that is accessible anywhere in the world through internet connections. So as we discussed, you can also make your own server that it should be maintained well, planned well. It should be running 24/7, and that is the basic functionality of a server, that it should be always running 24/7. Now that you know that server components is something like this. Okay, so actually guys, this Cisco packet tracers, we use this one in order to design and it works. So I think it is clear. Okay, in your side, if you have any questions, you may also comment. Okay guys, here is the recap of our lesson. So cloud server. Okay, what is it? So number one, it is storage, a server that is anywhere anywhere in the world. Okay, number two, it is the cloud server is basically the one that we call data center. Okay, number three is especially designed for uh, web application, data storage, or database storage, and also a virtual server. Okay, now number four can be your server running 24/7. Okay, and so it is accessible to internet anywhere around the world. All right, now we know that you don't have to purchase a cloud server so where you can store your web applications. So but then it is also costly if you want to have your own server. Okay, so that's why most of the time when I was a freelance developer, I always purchase a uh, cloud server service. Well, additionally guys, the cloud server is the one that caters a cloud service. Okay, So right. So a data center is catering a cloud services. Okay. So that means the primary purpose of being a cloud server is to cater a cloud services. Okay, when you say that the cloud services is the one that is being managed by a client through the means of internet connection, you can access your, let's say for example, when you are deploying your website through cloud services, you can especially manage it by yourself. And when that actually is stored there, actually the cloud services also has the implement the security. So most of the time it is all-in-one service. Okay, what you are having is the storage, but all of other things such as the maintaining of the server that will be running 24/7 is up to them. And that's why you are going to pay the cloud service that they are catering to you, such as that your website can be accessible 24/7 without uh, any problem at all. That's it. Thank you very much.